Hello and welcome back to the Irish Tribe. Today we're going to look at some locations that are off the beaten track for tourists. As we all know, tourists flock to the same spots: the Cliff of Moher, Temple Bar, Blarney Stone, some lovely places, jam-packed with selfie sticks. But for real adventurers craving wild coasts, secret islands and stories of this Irish land, this is where Ireland hides a heart. Hit subscribe and lace up your boots. We are heading way off the tourist trail. First off, Tory Island. Way out in the Atlantic lies Tory Island. Just 150 people live here. Steep cliffs, seas that roar, and a king. Yes, a real king. You get the ferry across from Donegal, but bring snacks and bring courage. Irish is the chosen language here. Everyone knows each other by name, and even birds have familiar face. Hike to Ballasford for mind-blowing views, chat with local artists, and hear legends older than your country. And then when you're hungry, you can grab fresh seafood at the local pub or rest at the Tory Island Hotel, where the locals will probably teach you how to dance. Next we're off down to County Kerry and Glanleam Woods in Valentia Island. Palm trees in Ireland? That's the magic of Valentia Island's Glanleam Woods. A microclimate created by the warm Gulf Stream currents turned this coastline into a botanical treasure chest. To get there, you drive across the Valentia Bridge from Portumna or take a quirky car ferry from Renard Point. Victorian explorers planted rare species here, and it feels like Ireland is trying to cosplay as the Amazon. Follow woodland trails to the sea, visit the Valentia lighthouse or the tetrapod tracks. Once you're hungry and thirsty, you can sip on coffee with sea views at the Royal Valentia Hotel Cafe or sleep at the Glanleam House surrounded by those mysterious greeneries.
light is fading fast. From this old town we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what we waiting for? There's no point in delaying what we both already know. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me. We could rent a room and watch the stars dance round the moon. Fall asleep to the sounds of the sea. With you right by my side, it's such a sweet life. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me. Nowhere else to be. Escape this time with me.
Back up north in County Antrim, Rathlin Island sits. Rathlin Island is a wild and whimsical place, a lighthouse built upside down, puffins looking like tiny comedians jumping around, and wildlife as far as the eye can see. Peace so deep it feels like a hug. You get there via a ferry from Ballycastle in Northern Ireland. It's a short but salty, rough ride. Robert the Bruce once hid in a cave here, inspired by a persistent spider. Never give up on travel plans. When you're there, you visit the West Lighthouse Seabird Centre, cycle quiet roads where sheep might have the right of the way, and visit the locals and hear stories. You can warm up with a chowder at McGewick's Bar, or stay at a manor house for sea views that will turn your alarm clock useless. Staying in the north, Silver Strand, County Donegal. A beach so secluded you must earn your right to be there. It has 174 steps down, but unfortunately 174 back up. The ocean dazzles in shades of sapphire. 02 buses guaranteed. To get there, you drive to the edge of the world, it feels. Technically, to the village of Mallinbeg, near Glencumel. Locals swim here at sunrise. They say it cures everything except gravity, where you face the 174th step, climb back up. What can you do here? Picnic, paddle, marvel, then explore the folk village nearby. You can eat fish and chips at Biddy's Chippy in Killybegs, or spend the night at the various hostels or cottage rentals overlooking the beautiful crystal blue seas. And last but not least for today's video, Portumna Forest Park in County Galway. Forests feel enchanted, and this one actually is. Deer appear like ghosts on the trees, lakes sparkle through the branches, and a castle stands guard nearby. It's an easy drive from Galway City or Limerick, and you park at the official Forest Park entrance. It has over 150 acres of woodland, cycle tracks, wildflowers, peace that sinks into your bones. Bike trails, lakeside walks, and a visit to Portumna Castle for history with a hint of drama, all included free of charge. You can then have brunch at the boathouse, or stay in the Shannon Oaks apartment or cosy B&Bs in the local towns. Yes, none of these locations are polished for postcards. They're raw, wild, and full of soul. But if you want a touch of Ireland and not just photograph the tourist spots, this is your trail. Comment below which hidden gem calls to your inner explorer. Subscribe for more secret spots, road trip hacks, and the kind of island that leaves muddy boots and heart-shaped memories. Enjoy your exploring. Thanks for watching. Bye.